Lately, I've received many questions regarding my use of AI characters and voices in videos. Some viewers claim that using AI is haram, while others feel it's inappropriate. Today, we will address these concerns thoroughly, using Islamic principles, historical examples, and Quranic verses to clarify that using AI, especially in the context of exposing false claims, is not only permissible, but aligns with the broader goals of Islamic teaching. Watch the video till the end to understand the full perspective and clear any doubts you may have. Let's begin by understanding what artificial intelligence, or AI, actually is. AI is a branch of technology designed to imitate human behavior and perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as voice generation, animation, and data processing. In simpler terms, AI is a tool. Just like the internet or smartphones, AI helps us complete tasks more efficiently. The use of AI in my videos helps me simplify the presentation of facts and make the content engaging for viewers. I use AI to create educational content, expose falsehoods, and spread Islamic knowledge in a modern, relatable format. This brings us to an important principle in Islam. Everything is permissible unless explicitly prohibited. Islam is a practical and adaptable religion. It guides us to evaluate every tool, technology, or innovation not by its existence, but by how it is used and the intentions behind its use. Islam is clear about what is forbidden and what is allowed. Quranic Principle. He has explained to you in detail what is forbidden to you except under compulsion of necessity. Surah Al-An'am 6:110. This verse highlights a critical principle in Islamic law. Only that which is explicitly forbidden is haram. Since AI is not mentioned as forbidden in the Quran or Hadith, it remains permissible as long as it is used with good intention and for beneficial purposes. When we look at Islamic history, we see that new technologies often face resistance at first, but are eventually embraced when their benefits become clear. Muslims, historically, were pioneers in adopting technology for societal benefit. Example 1. The printing press. When the printing press was first introduced in the Islamic world, some scholars were skeptical. They feared it might lead to the spread of unregulated and potentially harmful information. However, over time, scholars recognized its potential to spread Islamic knowledge and teachings. The press was then embraced as a tool to print copies of the Quran, Hadith, and scholarly works. Today, no one argues that using a printing press to disseminate Islamic material is haram. Example 2. Loudspeakers for Adhan, call to prayer. When loudspeakers were introduced in mosques for the Adhan, some initially objected, claiming that using such technology for religious purposes was a bid'ah innovation. However, once it became clear that loudspeakers made the call to prayer accessible to more people, they became universally accepted. In this case, the technology enhanced the fulfillment of an Islamic duty, calling people to prayer. Example 3. Photography. When photography was first introduced, many Islamic scholars debated its permissibility. Some thought that capturing images was forbidden because it resembled creating images, which was historically prohibited to prevent idolatry. However, over time, scholars differentiated between idol-making and modern photography used for documentation and education. Photography is now widely accepted, especially when used for noble purposes like documenting history, spreading Islamic knowledge, or for personal identification. Example 4. Television and radio. Television and radio were initially met with skepticism, as some scholars worried that these mediums could spread immoral content. However, when used responsibly, these technologies became valuable tools for broadcasting Islamic teachings, lectures, and even live Quran recitations. Today, Islamic channels use television and radio to spread knowledge to millions worldwide, proving that the issue was not the technology itself, but how it was used. These examples show that technology, even if initially resisted, is permissible when it benefits society and serves a good purpose. AI, similarly, is a modern tool that can be used to spread Islamic teachings and counter false claims effectively. One of the foundational principles in Islamic jurisprudence is maslahah, which means public interest or benefit. This principle is applied when assessing the permissibility of new practices or technologies. If something serves the public good, aligns with Islamic values, and doesn't conflict with established Islamic law, it is considered permissible. In my case, AI is being used for the public good. By exposing false claims, defending Islam, and spreading accurate information, AI serves a greater purpose and fulfills the principle of maslahah. The Quran encourages us to invite people to Islam using wisdom and good instruction. Quranic verse. Invite to the way of your Lord with wisdom and good instruction, and argue with them in a way that is best. Surah An-Nahl 25. If AI helps me communicate the message of Islam more effectively and reach a wider audience, it is in line with this Quranic guidance. In Islam, actions are judged primarily by intention. This is a fundamental principle that governs all human behavior in Islam. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Actions are but by intention, and every man shall have only that which he intended." Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim. This hadith is crucial in understanding whether using AI is permissible. If AI is being used with the right intention, such as spreading truth, defending Islam, or educating people, it is permissible. AI is neutral. It is neither inherently good nor bad. What matters is how it is used and the intention behind it. For example, if I use AI to create a character that explains Islamic history, it is no different from using an animation tool to explain a concept in a classroom. If AI is used to expose false claims against Islam, it is fulfilling the Islamic obligation to spread truth and defend the faith. One common concern is that using AI characters might be akin to creating images or statues, which is forbidden in Islam. This is based on the historical prohibition against creating images or statues for the purpose of idol worship. However, modern scholars have made an important distinction between the creation of physical statues intended for worship and the use of digital images and animations for educational or communication purposes. Digital animation. Today, using animation to create Islamic educational videos is widely accepted. AI characters, like these animations, are simply tools for better communication and engagement. They are not lifelike statues intended for worship. No idolatry. The AI characters I use are not being created for idol worship. Their purpose is to educate, inform, and spread Islamic knowledge. There is no risk of leading anyone toward idolatry with these digital tools. Scholars have ruled that as long as the intention is pure and the purpose is beneficial, the use of such tools is permissible. Islam encourages the pursuit of knowledge and the use of tools that benefit society. The Quran often urges believers to observe and reflect on the world around them, encouraging the development of understanding and wisdom. Say, are those who know equal to those who do not know? Surah Az-Zumar 39:9. Knowledge is valued in Islam, and technological tools like AI are the products of human intellect and knowledge. When AI is used to enhance understanding, spread information, or clarify misconceptions, it is in line with Islamic teachings that encourage knowledge and wisdom. Additionally, Islamic history is filled with examples of Muslims being at the forefront of technological and scientific innovation. From advancements in mathematics, astronomy, and medicine to architectural wonders, Muslims have always embraced tools that lead to greater understanding and benefit society. While AI is permissible, it comes with responsibilities. In Islam, the ethical use of any tool or technology is essential. My goal in using AI is not to deceive or mislead, but to defend Islam with facts, logic, and reliable sources. The Quran reminds us of the importance of truth and justice. O you who believe, stand firm for justice as witnesses to Allah, even if it is against yourselves or your parents or relatives. Surah An-Nisa 4:135. Using AI to expose false claims and present the truth of Islam aligns with the Quranic principle of standing firm for justice. In Islam, nothing is declared haram without clear evidence. AI is a tool, like the internet or a microphone, that can be used for good or bad depending on the intention and outcome. As long as the intention is pure and the purpose is beneficial, AI aligns with Islamic teachings. I will continue using AI to expose falsehoods and spread the truth of Islam because my intention is to serve Allah and present His message in the best possible way. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it helped clarify the use of AI in my content and its alignment with Islamic principles. Remember, technology is just a tool, and it's how we use it that matters. If you have any more questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with others so we can continue to expose false claims and spread the truth together. May Allah guide us all to use the tools we have for good and in His service. Assalamu alaikum.